자, 여러분 안녕하세요. 엄군입니다. 자, MLB 더 쇼 20 프랜차이즈 KB올스타즈 방송 시작하도록 하겠습니다. 자, 마지막 시간에 이제 휴스턴과의 경기까지 했었는데요. 1차전 승리 거뒀고요. 휴스턴과 2차전 박찬호 선발 경기부터 가보도록 하겠습니다. 자, 상대방 선발 우완이기 때문에 좌타 라인으로 좀 도배를 해주겠습니다. 테임즈, 강백호, 이정우, 황재균 대신에 우리 추신수 넣어줘야죠. 추신수 들어가고 그 다음에 일루수에는 최지만, 테임즈 대신에 김현수 좀 넣어줄게요. 4번에 최지만, 5번 추신수, 박병호, 강정호, 양의지, 김하성인데 유격수에 김하성 넣어주고요. 강정호 체력 보충을 좀 빼주면서 황재균 넣어줄게요. 그리고 3루수에는 박병호 대신에 이대호 이번에 체력 보충이 필요하니까 최정 가겠습니다. 자, 요렇게 가보도록 하겠습니다.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the All-Stars and the Houston Astros. Alex Bregman continues his chase for the top spot on the AL batting leaderboard. Next. Rogelio Armenteros gets the start for Houston in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he's struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
So coming to the plate, Lee. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Number 51.
First pitch of the at-bat. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brantley is under it.
초구가 또 리팅하네요. 네, 정종원님 안녕하세요. 어서 오세요.
Number 34.
Now at the plate, Kim, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit in the air down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. Starting to cool down a bit, but still 84 degrees as we start play tonight. Line hard
좋아요.
center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate, but tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Digging in now, Kang, and as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's by him. It's 0-1. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars
오,
today
나이스
to the
강백호.
stadium, focused on
장타가
one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W.
밀든
And that one of
당기든
their
다
teammates,
장타요,
whether it's them
강백호는.
or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Wow, the pitcher must be just
시즌
shaking his
중반부터
head.
이제
That pitch wasn't
겉보,
anywhere near the
팀 내
strike zone,
겉보로 자리
but
잡기
he gave it the
시작했죠.
old tomahawk chop and somehow connected with it anyway. Now he's standing on second, and he even has to smile about that one.
Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. And there's ball 1.
아.
Sharply on the ground. Fielded cleanly.
그래서 선취점
Only
냈네요.
play's going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ball game.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does this, that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ball 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
Here's the 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Kang at third with 2 away. Little chop
Aha.
back to the mound. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom. Chang-ho Park, the right-hander
자,
from
박찬호
Korea, gets
9승
the
4패.
starting assignment
10승
here.
문턱에서
What do we
자꾸
need to
걸려
know here, Danny?
있습니다.
Hey, one of the keys to this guy is throwing strikes. He's not a big strikeout pitcher, only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So he's more of a pitch-to-contact guy, and you'll know if he's on early. He needs to get quick outs early in counts.
Now to the plate, Michael Brantley. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he takes strike 2. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Another full count pitch home.
와, 결국 안
Back up the
터치네.
middle and in for a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
Whoa, that ball was close, whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
He's set. Here it comes. That one bends into the zone.
Oh.
Strike on the breaking ball.
우와. 아, 아니 박찬호.
Merrill Kelly
야, 이거
gets
변수인데?
forced onto the mound now following the injury.
Merrill Kelly.
아하.
A 1 pitch on its way. A bouncer to the left side. And he won't even think about
전혀
second as
생각지
he'll
못해
flip on
박찬호가
first
부상으로
for the
또
shootout.
이탈하네요.
That is true. The designated hitter, Yordan.
Now at the plate, Yordan Alvarez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time, ball one. Yeah, you should take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty V, what we're seeing there is a team, D-Row. They're starting to put the gas pedal down right now. They're starting to get some length in this division.
Yeah, this
야,
team's playing
전수네요.
well. They're playing with confidence. You can tell guys are
가을
willing to play with a swagger.
야구를 향해
Pitchers are
가고
taking
있는데
and executing pitches down
아,
the line. This is
오선발 안정적으로
And
딱
that'll
돌아가고
bring up Alex
있었는데
Bregman. He's currently near the top of the batting average leaderboard, but he'll have to pick up the pace a little bit over the next several weeks if he wants to jump into that top spot.
Yeah, I don't want him to put pressure on himself right now, but he's got 2 months to get it done right here, to vault himself into that top spot. He has certainly had an amazing year up until this point.
차우찬 아니면 윤성민을 다시 풀업해야 되나?
Last 10 isn't above the Mendoza line even, perhaps. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. One left for Houston. They still trail 1-0.
부상이 며칠이나 걸릴지
At
모르겠는데
the plate, John Choi. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat.
최정 좋아요.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
In now, Hong, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. And while he's been one of the best at the plate all year, his recent numbers have brought him back down to earth a bit.
Yeah, he's running into the dog days right now, but over the last 10 games, he's almost at 300, and that's nothing to shake a stick at. Most guys would take that for an entire season. This guy has watched his average dip just a smidge over his last 10 games.
The 2-1 home. Eugene Yang, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. And that misses for ball 4, and it's first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Stepping up now, Eugene Yang. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Tucker is there, one away. And in the end, the
떴어도
tag
될 것
appears
같기도
to have
한데.
been a bluff. He's back to second.
Batting ninth, the shortstop.
Digging in, Kim. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First pitch coming, here it is. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. And with an average over the 300 mark in his last 10 games, he's showing no signs of slowing down as we begin winding down the regular season.
Yeah, with only a couple weeks left, this guy has given you months and months of production. Every time he strides to the plate, certainly looks confident and has been swinging a hot bat lately. I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
Throw down to second here is by him and into center field. But luckily it doesn't get far enough away to allow the runners to advance.
애매했다. 뛰기도 그렇고.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The ground is short. This could be 2 to second for 1. Over to Gurriel for an inning-ending double play.
여기서 또 병살이 나오네요.
Last half of the second set to go. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, George Springer. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1. Counts 1-0.
The 1-0.
One ball, one strike. Two balls, one strike.
Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1. Aledmus Diaz will be next. High and
헐.
deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. It's up
바로
and
홈런
out of
맞네.
here
아.
into the archway. Solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Astros have pulled back even now at 1 run apiece.
근데 켈리나 린드블럼도 사실 그렇게 좋은 편은 아니어서 장기로 던지면 또 털리더라고요. 오히려 윤성민이나 차우찬이 불펜보다는 선발에 좀 더 잘 어울리긴 하는데
So one away here with the bases empty, and in to hit next will be the outfielder Kyle Tucker. First offering on its way.
At the ball.
High chopper over to the right side. Reined in. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting in.
In now, Jack Mayfield will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Hit out towards second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Astros able to tie it here on the solo. Settling in now, Lee. He flied out, leading off the ball game.
The center fielder. Number 51.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped in the
아,
air back
이게 또
behind
이렇게.
short. Diaz.
아, 네,
Still with it as he
야구단님
backs up
안녕하세요.
and puts it away, 1 gone.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at bat. Kim, he singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is.
0-1. Count 1-0.
1 out, nobody on.
That ball's foul.
Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. Hit hard up the middle.
아따, 저걸 또 잡네. 오, 세이프.
And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball. But gets
김현수가
an off-speed
첫
pitch,
타석 안
doesn't try
따시더니
and do too much,
멀티
and
히트
drives it for
나오네요.
a base hit.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Line drive
오,
to center field.
강백호도.
And that's in there, base hit.
둘 다
You knock
멀티 히트
that donut off
기록합니다.
the bat, you look up at the jumbotron, your batting average is above 300 and still climbing. You're feeling pretty froggy about yourself.
아,
This is
저걸 또
speared by the
잡히네.
first baseman.
Now batting. The designated hitter.
Standing in, Shin-Soo Choo. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted down the line in left. Here comes
행운의 안타.
Brantley.
오, 나이스.
But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the
아,
mound.
이거
Hopefully
차라리
try and
그냥
settle this guy down a bit.
답 안 넘어갔으면은 더 들어오는
Stepping in
건데.
now, John Choi.
오,
He took a big
최종.
swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. Gone.
오. 바로
So a
그냥 한가운데
3-run
실투
shot to
들어왔는데
left center. Home run
넘겨버리네요.
number 15 for him thus far, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
It looked like he might just work out of that inning, only giving up a single run, but it all comes crashing down on that mistake. Nothing like a 3-run bomb to change the entire complexion of your day on the mound.
At the plate now, Hong.
Number 10.
As he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. As we mentioned, he's been one of the league's best with the bat, but his recent results have been a little uncharacteristic. Nothing too serious, but over the last 10 games, he has seen some of his least productive at-bats for him so far this year.
Yeah, the last 10 games, he's certainly treading water right now. But if you can mix in that knock when you don't feel great at the plate, the track record.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. We play bottom of the third now, and now it'll be the catcher, Garrett Stubbs.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And that's out number 1. Into the box now, Michael Brantley, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The pitch. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Slice down the left side, but foul. Brantley, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. He was selected in the 7th round back in 2005.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big
The
accomplishment.
first baseman, number 10.
So here's Yuli Gurriel, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way.
0-1's the count.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Line
Oh.
drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
Last pitch was a
단타를
fastball,
맞네,
tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
알바레즈
Plate now,
조심해야죠.
Yordan Alvarez. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher 1.
And it goes the other way as this is hit high
Oh.
and deep out to straightaway left. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track.
야,
to do it.
김현수였네요,
And they're out
좌익수.
2 away.
Third baseman.
아, 켈리가 자꾸 맞네.
And that'll bring up the former first rounder Alex Bregman.
And he's the reigning American League Player of the Month.
Inner third let go. It's a called strike. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman.
1-1.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. A bouncer to the left side. On to first, and the Astros can't cash in as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Astros. They're down 5-1. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the first-year catcher, Eugene Yang.
The catcher, Eugene.
Now here it comes.
Yang.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. After it is Tucker, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting,
Standing in, Kim.
number 7.
First pitch on its way.
오, 좋아요.
Base
아, 네,
hit, line
안녕하세요,
drive into the
황정님.
corner.
어서 오세요.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's in the double digits, Nero. That's a good
점수를
game hitting
더
streak.
내야겠죠.
You talk
켈리 좀
about
불안하기
double
때문에.
digits, then now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go
아.
up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Into the box, Kim. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. From the stretch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And he falls behind 0-2. And it's fouled away. 5-1 our score as we play the fourth here. Swing and a little blooper to center.
중견수가
coming
많다.
on.
오.
He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he's safe. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a two-strike count
야,
is going to get in your way.
김현수는 되는
Matty, he's
날이네.
having a monster season, well over 300. Right there.
두
when you're
번이나
feeling
행운의
that
하트
confident
나와주네요.
at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Into the box, Kang. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. We talked about it earlier. He's certainly making a real threat for a batting title this year. And with an average over 400 in his last 10 ball games, he's making a great push here. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And that ends the inning. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And that'll bring up the outfielder, George Springer.
The last at bat, Nettie D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And there's one down now. Riding in once again, Aledmus Diaz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
The right fielder, number 30.
Striding in, Kyle Tucker. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out
켈리도
in his only trip to the
선발용이
plate so
아니라
far.
이번 시즌부터
And he takes a
아,
cold
20
strike,
버전에서는
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times,
릴리프
but a
피처, 그러니까
well-located
중간
fastball
개투로 되어
down at the
있어가지고
knees is still the best
체력이
pitch in the game.
선발로 뛰기엔 살짝 좀
Behind 0-2
부족하네요.
now.
켈리가. 그래서 벌써 지금 노란색 뜨긴 했어요. 원래 좀 체력이 조금 떨어진 상태로 시작하긴 했는데 그래도 이렇게까지 떨어질 정도는 아니었는데.
Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
G-Man Choi.
First pitch on its way. Well hit, but right into the teeth of the shift. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Pulled toward right center field. Springer on the run, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now batting.
Digging in, John Choi. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Hit the other way out toward right field. Tucker waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi. And that is through into right field for a single.
No, he's in there. Now batting.
Into the box now, Garrett Stubbs. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
아,
Hit ball to second,
이번에만
and that's
버텨주면
through for a
되는데.
base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Well, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and
마운드
second base,
비슷하면
D-Row.
해주고.
First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
In there for strike 1. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding?
다행이다.
Nobody goes 5 innings
삼중사를
anymore.
노려볼 만.
On to first, and they get them both.
삼중사를 노려볼 거잖아.
Best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right?
타구가 근데
Nothing
다
changes that like a good
뛰기
old
어려운 데로
two-ball.
가네요.
We'll see if they
희한하게.
can strand the runner at third now.
First delivery to him on the way. This is
아,
line to left.
결국
And
한 점
that's a
내주네.
fair ball heading for the scoreboard near the Crawford boxes. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Number 44.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Ready with the 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Astros pick. Chris Stavinsky is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Pong.
Leading off.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Second baseman. Number 10.
No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1.
야, 들어오네요 이게 스트라이크로.
One ball, 2 strikes. Nope.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Swing,
Oh.
high drive, left field and deep. Brantley going back.
야,
Gone
황재균.
to lead off the inning. So a solo
실투
shot here
바로
to
그냥
left center
넘겨버리네.
field. 24 home runs for him on the season as they open it up to 6-2 now.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
So now to the plate, Eugene Yang. Fouled away. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pops this one up. And no one will track it down. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Davinsky, a California-born ball player. He was a 25th round pick back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Eugene Yang goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. Throw on to first, 2
아깝다.
gone. So the lineup flips over and
이정우가
digging
근데
in,
3타수
Lee.
무안타네요. 약간 좀 전체적인
First pitch of the at-bat on its
타격이
way.
좋은 애들보다는 거포 중심으로 팀이 좀 움직이는 것 같긴 해요.
Bases are
그래서
empty here with 2
양키스나
men
이런
out.
팀 만났을 때 타순이 중심 타자가 침체되면 점수를 못 내니까 좀 고르게 잘 쳐야 되는데.
Swing and a miss for strike 1.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Brantley is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But add on. Cho will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
A ball and 2 strikes. Cho is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
And there's 1 away. 1 away for the Astros here in the 6th. And former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. Grounder down the line at 3rd. But this is foul for the first strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 2 runs, 7 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Well hit to right, but foul. The 1-2. Scooped up. And
최정
that's the
역시
second out.
3루는 최정이 제일 잘하네요.
Coming to the plate now, Aledmus Diaz. He was a ground out victim last time up. Slow roller left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is
조상우가
retired.
깔끔하게 또
1-2-3
막아주네요.
go the Astros. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Austin Pruitt is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 51.
7th inning ready to roll, and coming forward the rookie outfielder Kim. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brantley is under it. 1 out.
Now batting. Number
Now at the
50.
plate, Kang. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw gets him 2 down.
Now batting. The first
Ready for
baseman.
another shot now. Ji-Man Choi. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. On the ground and right at the
다
shifted
볼이었네.
infield. Yuli will take this one himself, and that ends the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional.
Bottom of the inning now, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Kyle Tucker.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
2-0 now. 2 balls and a strike to count. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Weak grounder back to the mound. And that's the first out.
The batter, number 9.
Digging in and looking for more, Jack Mayfield. 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. 1-0 the count. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Throw gets him.
어우
2 down.
땅볼 잘 유도하네.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance. Garrett Stubbs. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. Here it comes.
아하, 결국 안타 맞네요.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
오,
The tag, and they'll get him
땡큐죠.
in second. And with that, the side is retired.
가끔 이렇게 하면 뛰는 애들
Astros go
있더라고요.
down 1-2-3. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Roberto Ozuna has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 54.
Next will be the designated hitter, Shin-Soo Choo. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Springer giving chase.
아, 아깝다.
He's there and records the first out. John Choi will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run, a big blow early on. Line toward the gap in
최정?
left center.
오,
So he'll add
좋아요.
1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Hong will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher. Just go ahead and challenge him.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. On to first, and
아니,
they
쟤는
get the double
왜-
play. 1 hit in the inning, but that
왜-
gets erased. Not too
아,
many more shots
참.
left. Home half of the 8th coming up. South
그
Korea
왜
is on
기도를
top
안
here,
했을까?
6-2. And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing.
And Brantley will reach. He's got a base hit.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, Hero.
3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Chang-Ho Lim is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. And
Oh.
that one got a piece of him.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
Yordan Alvarez is at the plate as he looks at ball one. A 2-0 count to the Astros DH.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably...
A dive and he knocks it down. And there
Oh,
is some
다행이다.
stick of this as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Third baseman number 2.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Alex Bregman. He's batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate. 0 for 3. 0-1 the count from the stretch. And it's 1-1. Outside 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Swing
Oh.
and liner. And that is going to get down for extra bases as this will drive home 2.
아하.
In at second
저게 또
safely
저렇게 안타가
as they
되네.
also score a pair of runs on the play. At the plate, George Springer. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
진짜 행운의
The
안타네
first
정말.
pitch, here it comes.
아직 김병현이 몸이 안 풀려가지고.
Now the 1-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
3-0 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away. Miles Straw will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Aledmus Diaz. BJ Kim takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. He's set and the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. 4 runs, 10 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now. Pitch popped up. Throw won't get him.
아, 뭐 세이브야? 아.
Now at the plate, Kyle Tucker. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. So far this season, Tucker is below the Mendoza line. A batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Bounced softly in front of the plate, but not in time.
아,
The run scores,
진짜
and the lead
양이지.
is trimmed to 1.
Boy, there aren't many
수비
times
진짜 아, 왜
you're gonna
저러냐.
get an infield single that's fielded by the catcher. A la, that was a worm burner, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's crazy right there. That's just flat out great hustle, because that's a tough play for the catcher right there. He definitely cleared himself and gave him that throwing lane to first base, but that guy was picking him up.
야, 스퀴즈 할 줄
You get to
몰랐는데.
first base, you even look into your dugout, are the guys laughing at you for hitting one that
100%.
short?
They're laughing hysterically at you. You know what? You take off your BGs, and you tell a first base coach that's a line drive in a box score.
실책에 무너지네.
Shaved the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Ball and 2 strikes now.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
4 runs here in this half inning. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired.
양이지 한번.
Number 13.
와,
has
양이지
come into
그
the
실책이
ballgame
너무
now as he
험해서.
takes over as the new third baseman. All set to start the 9th in this one, and next to hit is the catcher, Eugene Yang.
Leading off for South Korea. The catcher,
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Eric Thames is going to come on and pinch hit here, and this this is an important at-bat, leading things off in the ninth in a tie ball game. And he misses here with a slurve, even at 1-1. Thames behind 1-2.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in a big part of the field.
A little low. It's 2-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
아깝다.
Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. Now a breaking ball.
저 코스는 기가
It's been a
막히네.
great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. He's got it one away.
Now batting.
Stepping up to the plate, Kim. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike one.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
Tucker is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone.
Number 51.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Lee, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here.
나이스 정우.
Second. He gets
좋고요.
dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
근데 뭐 임창용이 조금 불안했던 거니까 다른 애들은 크게 문제는 안 됐어요.
Watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back.
아, 네. 엘렌리님 안녕하세요.
Standing in now.
오,
He'll swing at the first
좋아.
pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit. Now a long throw to third. And
아,
he is in
선수.
there at third is the possible go-ahead score.
장난 아니네.
That looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden, 2 outs and back-to-back
다
singles. Runs at
안타인데.
first and third.
Yeah, they put traffic on it. I
아,
guess I
네,
would
저
throw
밥
it back to
먹었습니다.
you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there,
아,
and then you get 2
강백호
base
여기서.
hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic?
오,
Swing and a drive sent
넘기나요?
down toward the gap. Back goes Springer. Still going back.
야,
Gone. And with 2 out in the ninth, they have taken the lead.
와, 진짜 강백호.
So a 3-run shot to right center field.
강백호가
as they
캐리한
jump
경기가 많이
ahead
나오는
by
요새
3.
하반기에는 진짜. 강백호가 시즌 초에는 안 그랬는데 중반부부터 홈런을 많이 쳐주네요, 진짜.
Into the box now, G-Man Choi. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball
김병현도
starts
불안하기
jumping out like
때문에
this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage.
요 다음 추신수까지 있습니다.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Tucker waits
아,
up.
너무 높았네.
No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But the big blow of the
진짜
inning
필요할 때
comes
나왔네,
right here.
강백호
A
출원이.
3-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Astros, and the visitors are out in front here, 9-6.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Sun Hwan-oh takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Now pitching. Juan.
아까 양의지 때
Ready once again.
대타
Michael Brantley,
써줬는데
3 for 4 so
다시
far,
바꿔줘야죠.
seeing it well in this ball game.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
Kang is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate. First pitch of the at-bat.
3점은 오승환이 막아줄 수 있지 않을까.
Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. To first. He's got it. And he'll take this to the bag himself. One gone here in the ninth. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at
오승환
lead saves leaders
아메리칸
entering
리그
play.
세이브
And as you
선두입니다.
can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Now in the box, Yuli Gurriel, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And he pops it up. Hong.
아, 이런
ranging
행운의
into
안타
shallow
진짜.
right. You can't get there as it falls in.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice is melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game. With that being his third knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
First pitch on its way. The cutter runs outside, ball one. Hit hard to third. And just past his outstretched glove into left, the base hit.
That was a well-executed pitch right there. Change up, down and away, but he just got beat. Nice job to flip it the other way into the outfield for an opposite field base hit.
Stepping into the box, number 13. First trip to the plate for him in the ball game. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. There's an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
2-1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
First and second now, 1 man out. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Kang
오,
is
뵙고
over and he
잡았어요.
puts it away in foul ground for the second out. Here's George Springer. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Now it's swinging a ground
그렇지.
ball. This should do it.
오, 역시
Throw on to second
오승환이
for
해줍니다.
Force, and the ball game is over.
And he just keeps on going and going. That's save number 35 for
아,
the
근데
season.
박찬호
And he's
부상은
proven to
조금
be as reliable as anyone in the game.
큰일이네요.
9-6 the final tally in this one. The All-Stars came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. BJ Kim earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Sun Hwan-oh wraps it up for the
아, 박찬호 부상이 며칠인지가 궁금하네. 아, 1에서 6데이 일주일이니까 피칭 로테이션상 돌아올 때쯤에 다시 뛸 수 있겠네요. 그래, 다행이네. 오, 류현진 대 상남자 잭 그레인키
Happy
경기네요.
Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting in the AL East, the
에이스들 간의 경기네요. 자, 이정우 2대5 대신에 최지만, 그 다음에 좌익수에 김현수도 날라다녔잖아요. 이정우, 강백호, 김현수, 최지만, DH에 테임즈. 강정호. 3루수에는 2대5 가주겠습니다. 야, 2대5가 7번까지 밀리네. 김하성도 체력 회복을 좀 해야 되기 때문에 황재균이 한 번 더 뛰어주면 체력 회복되니까 좌타 라인 도배로 가겠습니다. 이게 잘못됐구나. 추신수가 지금 빠졌구나. 테임즈 대신에 추신수를 넣어줍시다. 테임즈는 대타로에서 한방일 때가 효과가 좀 있기 때문에.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the All-Stars and the Houston Astros.
Lee, the American League's leading hitter, continues his bid at a batting title right after this.
Zach Greinke will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Zach Greinke, one of the most complete pitchers in the game of baseball. 4-pitch mix. I don't think anybody commands the fastball as well as Zach Greinke.
11승
Up,
4패.
down, in and out.
오,
He can dot the
그랭키 역시
fastball.
성적
Good
좋네요.
curveball, good change. Has the slider that he'll throw to both righties and lefties. If Zach Greinke brings his A game, he can shut anybody down.
Now to the plate, Lee, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball. Through 4 games of this homestand, they split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home
쓰리볼이었네.
fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 50.
So striding forward now, Kang, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. No balls and 1 strike. Greinke is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable. And when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
The next 0-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. 2 down. Now batting, Kim, with 10 runs batted in on 5 hits in the series. He's a guy to keep an eye on in this one. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke.
There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And another foul ball. Another 0-2 from Greinke. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He
takes it to the opposite field.
김현수
high
넘기나요?
and deep to left.
아하,
And we'll have to
아니네.
leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So a good start here for Zach Greinke. And now the Astros will go to work for the first time. No score. Hyunjin Ryu gets the ball in game 3 of the
유현진
series.
15승.
Dan
아,
Plesac,
역시
what's the word on him?
에이스 선발
This
에이스
guy's having
답습니다.
a real solid year, Matt. He won his 15th game of the year in his last start. He's been solid since the season began, and he'd like nothing more than to pick up win number 16 and have 2 quality starts back-to-back.
Stepping up now, Michael Brantley. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder.
Now here it comes.
Brantley.
Fastball well outside. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. You've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, what we're seeing there is a team, D-Row. They're starting to put the gas pedal down right now. They're starting to get some length in this division.
Yeah, this team's playing well. They're playing with confidence. You can tell guys are walking to the plate with a swagger. Their pitchers are taking them out and executing pitches down and away. This is a good ball club.
Another one sent foul. The 1-2 is swung on
Nice.
and missed. He got him.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang place at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make.
아,
Taking a look at
이대호가
show
주
motion,
포지션은 1루고
doesn't
세컨
appear to
포지션이
hold up
3루로
enough,
되어
so
있어요.
I think the call was right.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Reddick is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. Now the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
대호
Bouncer
뛰어.
up the middle.
어우.
Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is
최정이
retired.
3루수 볼 때랑
1, 2,
확
3 go
틀리네.
the Astros. Still no score. Ji-Man Choi, the next to hit, comes into this one with just 1 hit in 9 tries for the series. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a line drive. But just fouls as he just misses extra bases. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
The 0-2 once more. hit sharply on the ground.
야,
And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into
기가
a
막히게
leadoff base
시프트
hit.
사이로 빠지네요.
That is it. The designated hitter.
투구수도 많이 뺐고.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. There's a swing
Oh,
and a high deep
Shin-Soo.
drive headed for the right field corner. And that
살짝
nearly
빗나가네요.
broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Now the 0-1. And that misses 1-1.
야, 저걸
For
볼
the current
준다고?
campaign, Choo begins play with a slugging percentage north of .525. Certainly a line he can take pride in. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. 2-2. 2-2. Lofted in the air
오.
toward right center. Reddick giving chase.
야, 저걸 잡어?
Diving catch for the first down.
다이빙 캐치.
So digging in now, Dale Lee is had a phenomenal year at the plate, entering this August contest as the league's batting average leader.
I've never been in this position in my career before. I wonder if he's counting games down. You certainly want to walk away at the end of the year with a bang.
Well, he's cultivated one of the league's best batting averages. The pace has slowed down ever so slightly in recent days. He's hitting under 300 over his left. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they tag him out, but this will work as a sort of a sacrifice as the runner moves up.
That is 7.
And that'll bring up the versatile Jung-Ho Gun. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. First pitch coming, here it is. And that misses ball 1. And with an average over the 300 mark in his last 10 games, he's showing no signs of slowing down as we begin winding down the regular season.
Yeah, with only a couple weeks left, this guy has given you months and months of production. Every time he strides to the plate, certainly looks confident and has been swinging a hot bat lately.
아하.
On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Third baseman, Alex.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball.
1-1. It's the outside corner for the second strike. But for all his success at the plate, his average over the last 10 isn't above the Mendoza line even. Perhaps a slight.
오.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field.
야,
On the
이거는
warning track
진짜
as he
요
hauls it in
구장이었기에
for a
아웃됐네요.
wild out number 1.
실투였는데,
Joe
야.
Springer, he went deep in the contest last night. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
No, inside.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Gets the call on the changeup there, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Hit to short. And there are 2 away now. So here's Yuli Gurriel. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race. Ryu gets the sign. Here's the first pitch.
어우, 저걸 스트라이크 안 주네.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
There's ball 4. Stepping into the box, Jack Mayfield. He's got 3 hits in 6 tries for the series. And he gets ahead 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gurriel is off at first with 2 away. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Swing,
Oh.
and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. Into the Crawford boxes and gone.
아, 잘 던지고 있었는데.
This guy's been throwing great, one of the top pitchers in the game. He's not used to guys barreling him up and hitting him in the seats.
They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Behind 0-2 now. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
As a look, now the pitch.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
And a changeup here, but that's taken
어,
low in the
류현진
dirt for a
흔들리네.
ball.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top
40개.
of that one. But in this
아,
situation,
투수
he
너무
was able to
많은데.
hold back. That's a nice take.
Fouled off. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Astros plate 2 on the. So stepping in, Eugene Yang. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning
어,
started.
저걸 잡네요.
And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall. Here's the first pitch to him. The 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 1 out, nobody on. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. Now here it comes. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Now here it comes. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
변화구가 아니야.
Lee flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. As mentioned earlier, he's put together one of the league's top batting average, although his pace has slowed ever so slightly in recent games.
체인지업이랑 직구랑 좀 헷갈리네. 공이 그렇게 구속이 빠른 애가 아니다 보니까.
But if you can mix in that knock when you don't feel great at the plate, the track record says.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. So striding in, Michael Brantley, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Here's a little chopper up the middle, reined in. Throw will be well late as he reaches it first.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
2 balls and a strike. We talked about it earlier. He's certainly making a real threat for a batting title this year, and with an average over 400 in his last 10 ball games, he's making a great push here late season.
Yeah, and this is when you run down the competition. The dog days of August start creeping in. Sweltering heat out there, and you got to find a way to lock in. That's certainly what he's done over the last 10 games. Absolutely crushing the baseball.
The batter, number 44.
First offering on its way. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Down the third baseline. He's got it. There's one.
오,
Relay to
다행이네.
first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3.
2대5 수비 범위 안으로 공이 가서 참 다행입니다.
As they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try
역시
to come from
강백호.
behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
3루까지는
And he's going to get
어렵군요.
to second now with nobody out.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
No one out with a runner at second. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
What makes hitting so difficult is covering both sides of the plate, and that hard pitch right there that was inside makes it awfully tough now to cover both the inside and the outside part of the plate.
Count even at 2-2. As a look, now the pitch.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Lifted down the line in left.
오,
Will get there with ease as he puts it away.
아,
for
그거 왜
out
뛰니?
number 1.
아,
Throw back to
참.
second, and that's a double play.
The first baseman.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the corner infielder G-Man Choi. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. 2 out, nobody on. Outside and low, 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. Throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is
아,
retired.
최지만.
Just about set to
아까
go for the
강백호가
last of the
살았으면
4th.
아, 이거
But
홈까지
before we
충분히
do that,
들어오는
here's
건데.
Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. Strike 2 taken, a fastball that clips the inside black. The 1-2. Hit to third. Throw on to first, and 1 third baseman grounds out.
아,
to
네,
the
메시님
other.
안녕하세요.
One away.
어서 오세요.
George Springer the next to hit. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Now a swing and a miss, maybe even a foul tip, but it's held onto behind the plate for out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And digging in to bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. Lays off 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him his first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Ryu gets the sign. Here it is on 2-1. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. Jack Mayfield would be next if they can keep this inning alive. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the. Striding forward now is the DH, Shin-Soo Choo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. And right into the shift, but a foul ball, 1-1. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
Change of speeds is one of the hardest things that offensive players have to deal with, especially if he's got the arm action working like he does. That pitch was 19 miles an hour slower than the previous pitch.
Reddick moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. At the plate, Dale Lee. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Him a curveball there, and he's going to live to regret it as this is going to wind up
이대호 역시
over the wall in left field. A long
바로 홈런 나온 줄 알았네.
run. So a solo shot down the line in left. 38th home run of the season for him.
야,
As they cut the
38호
lead in
홈런
half,
이대호.
it's 2-1 now.
Well, as soon as it left the bat, you knew it had the distance. It was just a matter of staying fair or not. And you see it was hard hooking left until doink, it caromed off the foul pole.
나가나 했는데 막판에 기둥 맞췄네요.
At the plate, Jung-Ho Kang.
Number 16.
So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A ball and a strike. Fooled him badly there. I mean badly. It's 1-2.
Ew, was that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Now this one is
야, 강정호까지 백투백.
No doubt about it. Back to back.
그레인키 주저앉았었죠. 홈런 맞자마자.
It's a solo homer for Jung-Ho Kang.
강정호도 시즌 37호.
As we are all knotted up at 2.
선두가 38개인지 39개인지 모르겠는데.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
그레인키 주저앉죠.
In now, Eugene Yang.
The catcher, Eugene.
As he'll lift it up in the air, this is back behind second. Mayfield over to his right, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now back.
Digging in, Hong. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. 0-1, here's the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up.
워낙 볼이었네요.
dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and set to go is the second baseman, Jack Mayfield.
Second baseman.
First offering on its way.
Mayfield.
Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And that is just shy of the box seats off the top of the wall.
아, 이거 2루로 바로
And a good
던지면
effort
아웃
to bring it
될
back in
뻔했었는데.
quickly, but he's in at second base with a double. Next up for the Stros, Anibal Sierra, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he
오,
Hit high and deep out to left center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, that's his second double of the game, and I thought it might have enough to get out of
아,
here. Bang it
류현진.
off the wall, and he's looking really good in this one.
At the plate now, Garrett Stubbs.
아,
He'll
공이
take a
가운데로
look at the strike
몰리네.
right down the middle, it's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2.
본 거 아닌가?
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Here now the 2-2.
아,
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. Grounded slowly to the left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first, not in time.
아,
The run is across the
강정호.
score.
송구
Hey, that's
진짜
great
느리네.
hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right at the chute from
저게
stepping
내한타
right
나올
at the edge.
공은 아니었는데. 아,
Frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Another 0-2 coming. Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Now the relay home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of the baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Number 44.
Digging in to try it again, Yordan Alvarez. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. In there, and it's 0-1. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
아, 류현진은 내리자니 불펜이 너무 안 좋아서.
You know what? And this could lead him on to something, some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
오,
Line drive, base hit down the line.
야, 엄청 뚜둑이
Well,
맞네.
this guy must be a glutton for punishment because he's given up 6 hits in this inning alone. Not sure how much more rope you can give this guy. At some point, you have to try somebody different.
Digging in once again, George Springer. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning, Matt. A hit here could really fire up that dugout. 0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Hit back up the middle. Gung is there. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired.
강정호는
Ready
유격수는
now,
안 되겠다.
Lee. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field.
와, 저게
And he's
잡혀?
going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Number 50.
Coming to the plate now, Kang. He doubled his last time
다른 애들
through.
같았으면 넘어가는
He jumped
공인데.
all over that first pitch last time up. Interested
야,
to see if he
커브
has the same
낙차가.
approach this AB.
Strike one to start the at bat. And he misses with it, 1-1. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. 2-1.
아, 네, 희철님 안녕하세요. 어서 오세요.
The count now at 2-2. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now back.
Stepping in, Kim. He was a double play victim last time around. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Mayfield is calling for it. And that ends the inning.
아, 히팅 뷰도 저기 뭐야 와이드로 바꾸셨어요?
Striding in for Houston, Yuli Gurriel. He was
어떤
retired via
분들은
ground ball
스트라이크
last
존
time up.
확대한 게 더 나으시다고 하는데 저는 와이드가 더 좋더라고요. 넓게 보는 게. 정밀도가 좀 떨어지는 아날로그 스틱으로 타격을 해서 그런지.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not tacking the strike zone anymore.
And there's one down now. Jack Mayfield will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Cold strike on the corner. Good changeup that time. Drilled to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Anibal Sierra. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a
류현진은
ball.
딱 6회까지만
5 runs,
해야겠네요.
9 hits. No errors in the ball game for the Astros to this point. Oh,
아,
right
아까
back
초반에
to
진짜
him on
이런
the mound.
타구도
And he'll flip it
피칭
onto
해줬으면
first, and with
좋은데.
it, that ends the inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ji-Man Choi. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch on its way. Hard hit towards center. Springer is right there, 1 down. Striding into the box, Shin-Soo Choo. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. (5-2) our score as we play inning number 7. High in the air out to center field. Springer on the
아, 네,
run.
종원님 감사합니다. 종원님도
He
즐거운
gets
한 주
there, and
보내세요.
that's the second out.
근데 아까 말씀해주신 대로 진짜 그 불펜을 재개편하긴 해야 되는데 외인들 중에 누구를 올려야 될지 그것도 참 애매하네요.
To show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run and it lasted. That ball was down the line. He went out to hook it and flip it. This guy definitely a good hitter.
Didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. Next pitch will be an even 80 so far for Greinke. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap.
이대호 설마?
Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. So a
연타석구나.
solo shot here to left center field, his second of the game, and it's a 5-3 game now.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Stepping in now, Jung-Ho Kang.
Number 16.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
야, 이거
He's working on a 1-for-2
잘
game so
맞췄는데.
far. The windup and the 0-1. Now he's able to get a glove on that one. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first. Digging in now, Garrett Stubbs. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
The catcher, Garrett.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes.
린드블럼
Number
올려야죠.
29 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 29.
Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now back, left fielder.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
오?
Fastball here as
그걸
we'll take a look
모르시네.
at ball 1, 1-0. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. Back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. There goes Brantley. Fouled away. Reddick behind a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball.
오,
Strike
다행이다.
3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Yordan Alvarez. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. No balls and a strike to count. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Fastball called for strike 2. 5 runs, 10 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Astros. Roberto Ozuna has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 54.
At the plate, Eugene Yang. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Even though we're moving
여기서
into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan,
게임즈
the
한번
proof of the
가죠.
blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Eric Thames is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. Way late
와,
on the
100마일?
fastball for strike 1. Well, this one's been a bit of a head scratcher despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty B, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all in the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, Dero, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
Thames behind 1 and 2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
A dive, but it's off his glove.
파울 아니야? 그치.
Here's another 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 misses, ball 2. just hung in there on that one. One out, nobody on. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone. Now at the plate, Lee. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. No balls and 1 strike. Comes set and the 0-1. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Sierra is there, and the side is retired. Eric Thames will stay in the ball game, taking over the catching duties behind the plate. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go.
테임즈에서
the LSU product, Alex Bregman. Kang is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Hey guys, that's a great job of hitting right there. Pitcher executes his pitch down and away below the knees, and a right-handed batter is able to stay inside and push it through the 3-4 hole. Nothing you can do.
Ready with the 0-1.
Outside, that's the ball.
Nobody out, runner on first. Hits this one hard the other way.
아, 놓쳤어. 아, 저거 잡았어야 되는 타구인데.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel scooped up to second for 1. On to first, a double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Jack Mayfield is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. A bouncer up the middle. Gung's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Houston. Ryan Presley comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
아, 마무리네.
All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Kang.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a close.
오, 강백호. 나이스, 나이스.
And no chance at a recovery here as despite a great effort that time, they won't get it out on the play.
Number 34.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And set with the 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. And it's 1-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Pulled toward right center field.
오, 돌아가.
Reddick is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
아, 최지만이 하나 해줬어야 되는데.
Shin-Soo Choo, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. He's set. Here it comes. Should the lead hold up in this one, the win would belong to Zach Greinke. Here it comes, 1-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
아, 신수추.
Throw to first will be in time to get him. And the Astros have bounced back from consecutive losses to take
아,
game
그레인키
3
공이
of the
그렇게
series
빡센
as
건
this
아니었는데.
ball game is over.
아,
One of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was
아쉽네요.
a big win to win at home in front of the
유현진
home crowd.
승리 투수가 못 됐네요. 아. 휴스턴을 수입시켰어야 되는데. 휴스턴이랑 4번 경기하는구나. 3번 한 줄 알았더니 4번이네요.
Here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting in the AL East, the Astros had 12 hits as a team as they beat the All-Stars 5-3.
그래도 양키스랑
Chad Green pitched
7게임
well, earning his
반차는
9th
계속
win of the
유지하고
season
있네요.
as the Pinstripes took care of the
여기에
A's 5-2. The Boston Red Sox launched 3 home runs as they took down the Rays in St.
요거
Petersburg
뜨기 시작했네요.
5-0. The Nationals
아직
amassed
근데
14 hits
선두에
in the
대해서는
game
안
as they
떴고
beat the O's in Baltimore 4-1. Steve
와일드
Cishek
카드도
grabbed his second win of the year as the Chi Sox got the win over the Indians 5-4. The Twins smacked 15 team hits as they dethroned the Royals 15-1.
워싱턴
The Angels hit
선두
3
근데
long balls as they
아틀란타랑
bested the
2게임
Mariners in
반
Safeco Field 8-5. The
신시내티
Texas Rangers
다저스
knocked out 12 hits as a team as they defeated
애리조나
the visiting
다이아몬드백스랑
Tigers 9-4. The Braves swatted 4
미러키
home runs in
브루어스
this one as they
둘이고
took down the
시카고
Fish in Miami
컵스랑 다
7-2.
8게임 반 10경기라 와일드카드는 내셔널리그는 이미 끝난 것 같네요. 야, 요게 진짜 양키스랑 4번 있고요. 3번에서 총 10번 있어요, 양키스랑. 진짜 지면 안 됩니다. 아, 네. 타자구도 또 와이드고요. 투수 피칭도 와이드입니다. 둘 다 와이드예요. 자, 일단 MLB 더 쇼 20 KBO 올스타즈 오늘 방송 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 다음 시간에 휴스턴과의 4차전 김광현 선발 경기부터 이어서 하도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.